although our photographer did a very good job. Like, we had two, basically.
Yeah, we had two photographers on the day.
Yeah. So, although they did a great job, it would have been better in a sense if we had it organised. So, if we had said, right, we had a list of, you know that men, well, I'm speaking on behalf of all the men I know, like the ones that are like this, but they pack like very late. They'll pack the night before. They'll pack in the morning of the time they're going away. And
guys, try and stick with the smaller rucksack or thing. It depends how long you're going, and let the girls take the bigger one, so you get the free handheld one that you pay for. The girls one, they fill it, try and fill it halfway, and then when you're returning you can put some goodies and stuff for your family, fill up your suitcase.
That's why we made sure we have transportation, everything like that. All my bridesmaids got in their cars.
They left, yeah.
They got in their cars, all happy. I was like, yes, we're gonna meet them there, you know, it's all dandy. I see the car outside, ready for me. I was like, but to the time, I was on time. I didn't want to be that bride that wasn't on time. Like, don't want to be a stereotype of that. But yeah, I got in the car.
It's a big story that we didn't reveal until now. You're the first people to...
I was looking at the time. I said, what's going on?
I really... You know what? At that moment in time... I'm going to do a non-sponsored ad, but just want to share this wonderful jumper which says, I grip onto God's artistry. I can't even say the word. Do you want to say it?
Onto God's artistry in creating a black me. And this was inspired by Unearthing. Well, it is there. This is Unearthing's jumper. So Unearthing is a clothing line.
It's a slogan-based clothing line.
Slogan-based clothing line, and it's derived from the blog posts that are on Unearthing's website.
Yeah. So I think it's inspired by scripture and
positive words, scripture, poems, different things like that. Yeah. So if you like Christian-based jumpers, I love it, guys. The texture inside is. I'm not even
really
being biased.
Soft. Honestly,
I'm not being biased,
really
but it's
soft.
so soft.
I've got one as
take it off. So if you like this type of thing, check out the website.
There's different designs, but yeah. So, number 6 is arrange
transportation
for your bridal party.
Guys, remember,
don't hang them to dry if the venue's 10 miles away from the church.
You need to make sure they're looked after. The bridal party is there to help you, but you've got to help them in terms of getting them places. You've got to make sure that's arranged, because you don't want to have a kerfuffle on the day, trying to find transport, trying to be like, oh, who's going in what car? Can we get Uber for this one? And then this one's left. And then you don't want that.
Pre-plan it. What we done, I think I came up with the idea, but because I was trying to think of logistics, because
save money as well.
Because I do events at work, and it's like I'm always trying to plan for all different type of things that could go wrong. So I was thinking about transportation, and I was thinking in the group, let's see who's in the group, let's see who are the drivers. And I messaged the drivers privately and I said, are you able to take a few of the groomsmen with you when you're going to the venue? I mean, I'm going to the church and going to the venue. And they said yes. So I went in a group. I said, who would like to get dropped with who? And then we arranged, okay. And then all of our groomsmen had a ride within the groomsmen of getting to the venue and places.
Getting to the church.
Same with the ladies.
Same with the bridesmaids. Some of my bridesmaids could drive, so everyone was able to go in the car.
So we saved money. Instead of getting a big limousine for everyone, they came in their own car.
So it's up to you. If you're gonna do a limousine, it's fine. Like, we're not dismissing that. That's fine. But if you want to save cost and people drive, then just bunch everyone together and just make sure everyone's got a ride and everyone is safe and everyone's fine. Yeah. So just make sure you look after your bridal party.
Number 7, it is prepare
for the rain.
Prepare for the rain. Imagine you.
Thank God.
My days.
And my auntie prayed. My auntie prayed.
Yeah. She
auntie,
prayed.
You prayed. You said, smackfully, there will be no rain.
Yeah, remember.
There will be no rain.
Can you imagine? I don't know if you remember. The whole week before our wedding, it was raining nearly every day.
Rain.
Nearly every day. Imagine.
Like, Lord, please. Auntie said, it's not far. Don't worry. There'll be no rain.
And on the day, it was one of the hottest days of the whole year.
Was there rain?
It was hot.
It was
hot.
You could see on my veil that like the makeup was going.
It was so hot. The church packed.
I had to be like, Janine, please pack.
Yeah, it was hot, but yeah, thank God. But if it doesn't turn like that and you need to prepare for rain, make sure that you have. It depends the season that you're doing it in. If you're gonna do it in winter, you're more likely the chance of it being rainy, or if in April as well, or these type of months.
Yeah,
just
we
make sure
got married
you
in
prepare.
August, so it was like the warm season. So.
Yeah, so make sure there's umbrellas at the venue, or like the food's inside rather than outside.
Yeah.
Try and just preempt things. So
maybe some what's those canopy?
Yeah.
Canopy?
Like gazebos.
Yeah, gazebo.
Tents.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
That's because you don't want the day to be ruined. You don't want to have an outdoor wedding and then your guests are soaked.
So on our wedding day, we had a venue which had a massive piece of grass land, and then we had a massive tent as well. So people go in and out. So number 8 is nominate a gift taker.
Yes. So people are going to give gifts on your wedding day.
It's true.
Gifts, cards might have money in it, and you need someone who will be in charge of taking care of them. You don't want the gifts to be carelessly lying around. I'm not saying people at your wedding will steal things, but things can be misplaced. They'll be like, oh, did you get the gift I got for you? And you're like, no, it doesn't. So you don't want that happening. So make sure someone is nominated to just make sure they receive the gifts, put in a safe place, and they're guarding it.
Yeah, we had a whole table full of gifts. And imagine our flight's the next day, so we have no time to be taking everything back to our house and then going to the airport, and then, you know what I mean? So we had someone to sort it out and take all the things. And yeah, you need a workforce, because if you're inviting loads of people, maybe not in COVID times now, but if you're planning after COVID, like the restrictions, you're gonna get loads of presents. So make sure that you have someone who has a car big enough to take the stuff as well.
And thank you to all who gave us gifts. We really appreciate it.
Bless you. We thank you for the plates. We thank you for the iron. We thank you for the cutlery. We thank you for the Hoover. Because we just moved in our own flat at the time. Thank you for all the gifts, the money, everything. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you.
Also, guys, your phone. Obviously, when you're getting married, depending on what you're wearing, but as I was getting married, I didn't have any pockets in my wedding dress. So make sure someone's got your personal belongings. Nominate someone, maybe your bridesmaids, someone to have your personal belongings. So your phone. So for example, when I'm going down the aisle, I'm not going to be able to take my phone out and be snapping everyone. It's just not going to work. But a time that you could do that maybe is when you're sitting down and you have your personal time in the venue. You don't want to have your phone all the time. You want to enjoy the moment, but maybe when you're sitting down at the table eating, you might just want to have your phone and do a little snap from the bride's perspective, from the groom's perspective, or when you have time alone with your spouse. So
I think the maid of honour had your phone in the beginning, and then she gave it to me before we left the church.
Maybe she
and then I had it in my pocket, I remember. And then we went in, and then so make sure that's all set up.
Yeah.
So number 9. This is more for the people who get tongue twisted or nervous in speaking. Practice your vows.
Yeah. Know what you want to say. Even for us though, we actually wrote vows, but we didn't actually say those particular vows on the day.
Yeah, we
they were personal ones.
Yeah, which we said in our own time.
But practice your vows.
Yeah, because I kind of messed up because. Can you imagine? I did kind of practice, but I didn't practice. I just read out what I was going to be reading once, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's fine." But on the day, guys, I'm telling you, on the day I froze because the pastor was saying, "I take Samantha and Mary Harrison," saying all this stuff, and then when he said it, my mind just went blank, and I'm staring at him, he's staring at me, and he's like. And then he said it again, everyone's laughing. I'm like, I'm not doing this on purpose. I literally can't remember I was so nervous. And then the pastor was like, Samantha, hold his hand.
Yeah,
because it was just
he's shaking. But
because there's like 300 and whatever people in the place.
To be honest, I feel like I would have been like that. The only reason why I wasn't, and I seemed like the confident one, is because the driver annoyed me. And because the night before, I think we did
we done a rehearsal. No, it wasn't the night before.
Or 2 days before something. We did a rehearsal. Yeah. And I cried my eyes out.
Yeah, I wasn't crying.
I cried my eyes out. I was like, oh my gosh. But then on the day, like, I cried a little bit, but I didn't cry as much as Lee actually cried, which is lovely. Like, it showed information. But I don't cry as much as what I thought I would, because I had that annoyance from the driver, because I thought everyone had been waiting for ages, like it's wasting my time, and that was something that I didn't want there. Like, I didn't want that to take away from my emotion, but I guess I became the confident one in our speech. But yeah, I would say if you want specific vows, make sure that's planned.
Yeah.
Make sure that's actually said, this is what we're saying, and practice the main vows.
So the last point, which you may be wondering what is, number 10.
Make sure you have people in place, specific people in place, or volunteer group of people to tidy up.
Don't leave it just for the aunties, please, young people.
I'm so sorry to whoever, you know, all that. I appreciate you all that tidied up. That helps. I know our aunties and uncles.
It was the whole day after, isn't it? The whole day.
Spent long hours doing.
The whole day before, and on the day, and then the whole day after, because the wedding planner had to do the church, dress up the church, dress it down.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
within that, make sure you've got people to help set up. So make sure you organise that as well. Don't just leave it to the wedding planner. Make sure you've got a team. If they don't have a team, make sure you've got a team of people. Ask your bridesmaid, ask your groomsmen, ask all those who are willing to help. Don't be afraid.
Available,
Yeah, because it helps. It just makes the load much lighter. And although we won't be helping tidying up on the day, because we'll be gone, you don't want it to be a kerfuffle. So make sure you've got that planned, isn't it? Yeah.
So those are 10 top tips, of what needs to be planned before the wedding day.
And if you have any more that we may have missed out, because there may be
there's actually loads out there, but these are the things that we experienced that we thought, we planned it, but we didn't actually plan it. So hopefully that made sense.
Just make sure any little special things, you've written it down and you've made it known.
Cool. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribers as well.
Yes, we really appreciate you all.
Please share it, like, screenshot it, share it around.
Follow our Instagram for more updates. And
God bless you. From L.
From F.
God bless.
Did I get?
Why?
Doesn't
Doesn't matter. I still win like that.
Okay.